Hi everyone, this is Ryan Dice, and it's my privilege to welcome you to the Social Media Manager Training with Kate Buck. I'm going to kind of turn it over to Kate here in just a little bit, but first I wanted to congratulate you on taking advantage of this training and in being a part of this. And you really are on the cutting edge of what's next. I know, Kate, you're going to be talking a lot about that, so I won't go into all those kinds of things, but I did just, I'm gonna let Kate do the bulk of the talking. I'm kind of gonna take a back seat, but I'll jump in every now and again if I got a question for you. Kate, go ahead, take it away.
Alrighty, good deal. Well, let's get started a little bit about if you want to know more about what we're going to be talking about over the next few videos and the next few slides, what you got into. And let me start by telling you a little bit about myself. So a couple of years ago, much like a lot of you, I had a job in a call center. I was answering emails about logins and passwords and that type of stuff. And then they decided to close down our department. So I got that inevitable pink slip and didn't really know, what I was going to do next. My degree's in dance. I have, I didn't really know if I had any kind of skills to do anything much more than what I was doing.
Yes, if you had a degree in dance, you did not have any skills that were actually employable. No offense.
Right, exactly. Teaching ballet is not a lucrative business. I don't recommend anybody going and doing that. So, but what I did have is that I heard everybody talking about Twitter about that time. I live in Austin, Texas, and social media and marketing is kind of like the thing to talk about. And so I decided that I'd hop on Twitter, and someone had mentioned to me that maybe I could meet somebody there on Twitter that could help me find a job, or just maybe there would be some opportunity there. And I had procrastinated for a long time. I'd tried it, thought it was BS, and at this point I was like desperate, right? So I thought, okay, I'll give it a shot. Interestingly, I was able to use Twitter very quickly to find some jobs just to do in my spare time, and they were all using social media. It kind of was an area where I saw that there was an interest, and how I saw that was people were putting out these distress tweets, right? Like, gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with this and that, and I thought, well, that's really simple. I can do that. And within just a couple of weeks, I was able to network my way to a full-time social media business. So now, almost a year and a half later, right, I work at home in my pajamas. I have a team. I have about 7 people working for me right now. I have more business than I can personally take on, which is why I've been able to grow my team. And, most of my business comes completely from referral. I don't have to advertise. I don't really spend any money on marketing. My clients refer me, or people know of me just from networking, and it's just this seamless thing that flows. What is this hoopla around social media? Most people have heard of Twitter and Facebook, right? And when you think social media, that's usually the first thing you think of. Social media includes a lot of other media types like blogs, video marketing, podcasting, customer review site. Amazon.com is a great example of social media. A lot of you guys have used it. And when you buy something, then later you go and review it. That is social media. If you use social bookmarking, sites like Dig, Delicious, StumbleUpon, where you're able to mark a site that you like, that is a social media. As well as if you've ever hung around in a message board, on message boards, in a forum, in a chat room even, or look something up on Wikipedia. These are all examples of users generating content out on the web.
Now, I could see people getting a little freaked out and saying to themselves, okay, you just rattled off a whole bunch of stuff there, and I don't know what half of it is. I knew about Twitter, and I knew about Facebook. I've heard of Amazon, but I don't get yet how that is social media. Okay, I mean, just to kind of clarify for everybody, if you didn't know what the heck all that stuff was, don't worry about it. Kate's going to be talking about what those different things are. We're having demos galore in this training for you, and obviously if there's an area that we don't cover that you have a question about, let us know and we'll do a demo just for you and make sure we fill in all the gaps. So again, don't freak out right now if some of the terminology isn't familiar to you yet. This training is going to get you brought up to speed. This training is going to turn you into a real, and I'm going to go so far as to say an expert in social media.